Hey everybody, it's Rusty from Pickleball Channel, and I am awake at 1 in the morning. The reason why you heard that back there and why we're going live is there's something amazing happening in Spain. So right now, as far as I know, the most exciting live pickleball in the world is not happening in Los Angeles, and I was gonna go live even earlier. Right now it's it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning in Spain. But I was tracking earlier at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, midnight. Since yesterday, there's a group in Spain. These 4 players that you're seeing have been trying to set an official Guinness World Record for the longest pickleball game. They're gonna play for 24 hours. So let me fill you in a little bit of what's happening. So like I said, they started yesterday. And the teams that you're seeing there, depending on your screen, they're in a small town outside of Madrid, and the town is taking place in Villanueva de la Cañada. And like I said, it's a smaller town outside of Madrid. This is kind of being done with some volunteers and some great brands that you can see there, but specifically the Pickleball Association of Spain, or the Spanish Pickleball Association. Fun fact, I think they were the first non-North American official organization. So similar to USA Pickleball or Pickleball Canada, Spain became the next big governing body. And a lot of things have been happening there. They're thinking outside the box. Do you think it's great to do a world record? Do you think that's silly to do a world record? I don't know, it worked. I found out about it. Pickleball Channel is awake at 1 in the morning. Why am I awake at 1 in the morning going live? I don't know how many viewers we will get, but I wanted to celebrate somebody who was doing something different, who is trying hard, working hard. These people are tired. Now, it seems like they've been waking up. You can see, if you were with me a couple of hours ago when I was checking, when it was like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, they were dragging, they were moving slow. So how does it work? Some fun facts. As you can see, they actually have to serve, and they're playing normal. They're not just drilling, they're not having fun, silly games. They actually have to play pickleball by the rules. What do they do about food? What do they do about sleeping? Well, they're not sleeping. They don't get to take those breaks, but they can take up to 5-minute breaks per hour. What they're doing strategically, though, is they're banking some of those. So they didn't break every hour. So they were worried, maybe what if we had a little injury or something like that? They wanted to have enough time to recover and keep playing so they didn't lose their streak. What that means, however, is that they bank those total hours. It doesn't mean they can take a break and it counts to 24. They have to make up whatever time they break. So as of right now, I believe just over 90 minutes, maybe close to 2 hours, they'll have taken breaks. They might have one more break. So they will play a total of 26 hours. They'll be awake for obviously longer than that. Total of 26 hours. And that means, so they're at 10, they've been playing for just over 22, maybe 22 and a half, I'm not exactly sure, but they're close, basically 3.5 to 4 hours left, home stretch. So I think this is the better part. We were watching earlier, it was dark, all the windows were dark, now you can see the sun has come up. So a little bit about the players that you're seeing. We have partners on the right side of your screen, if you're looking at that, just coming in. Those are at the bottom, the female who hit the ball there, that's Bea Bilbao, and her partner is Nicholas Gapper. On the left side of the screen, in the yellow and black zebra shirt, is Gemma Garcia. Hopefully my pronunciation wasn't that bad. And her partner, Carlos Cape. So they're not on screen. So on the left, Carlos Cape and Gemma Garcia. Like I said, Gemma was wearing a Zebra shirt. You can see in the background there's a number of the Zebra brands. You're like, what's Zebra? In North America, we don't really know, but cool, there's another pickleball brand. When we first started in pickleball, there were hardly any pickleball paddle manufacturers. So back in 2012 or 11, and now there's so many. In Europe, they've been around, Zebra's been around for a couple of years. My understanding is they're really, really growing in Europe. I think they're gonna be on the US Amazon store. They helped to sponsor the European Pickleball Open recently. I think they're gonna be sponsoring the Asian Pickleball Open. So there's more and more brands growing in Europe today. Zebra, they happen to be a Spanish pickleball paddle company. So they're homegrown, Spain. This is an event happening in Spain, so of course they're supporting that. You see some banners there, those 4 banners, R-A-Q-T. They might pronounce it racket. There's a group in Sweden, and so if you go to RAQ raqt.tv, which is where we're live streaming. And I will actually interrupt my feed here for a second to show you. If you go to raqt.tv, you can see, even if you go to the home, they have 2 cameras. So they have to document in order to make this official. One of the ways they're documenting, you can see there's actually some other pickleball, but the only live right now are these. So camera 2 is a baseline camera. I'll show you that different angle. And obviously, my feed's going to be meh, but if you want to keep watching, you'll be able to see a little bit clearer camera there. Oh, look at that. They're switching sides. They're waking up. Like I said earlier, their paddles were down by their knees, and they were moving really slow, but it looks like home stretch. They might be playing some more aggressive. Okay, guys, seriously, when we were watching earlier, nobody was running that fast. So it's kind of cool to see them waking up. We were trying to cheer them on. If you can go on social, hit up the Instagram or find our thread or whatever somewhere, give a shout out. If you don't know anything about them, find a local ambassador. Find a local volunteer that you're doing. I have no idea if anybody's actually live right now watching me, but eventually somebody might see this. Okay, apparently there's 4 people watching. So even though we got 4 in the morning on the East Coast, 1 in the morning here, I have no idea where you guys are. But I think it's awesome that someone is trying hard to grow pickleball. Do you love the idea? Do you hate the idea? But you gotta love people who are trying to help. So again, shout out to some other people. A lot of the volunteers, they were taking turns, they were doing shifts. So Roberto Perez Gomez, who was I think the president of the Spanish Association. I talked to David Soto, I talked to Mark, and they were all sort of helping. And I think some of them got to go home. But Daniel Hernando, he's been there the whole time. Oh, he just walked by there. That's the gentleman with the shorter hair, kind of like mine a little bit. He's been there, staying awake, fighting, trying to help. I think he's the official timer, so he might be one of the official documentation people. There's some other people, I think in the back corner you might be able to see. There's been 2 physical therapists there the whole time, so we got to make sure these people are healthy. If they have any injuries, thank goodness there haven't been any injuries. I think, interestingly, that might have been Roberto's head that just kind of sat down in the kitchen camera, and he's on the end of the table. But like I said, people are waking up. They're starting to come. They're actually at a school, interestingly enough. The school outside earlier yesterday, there were people playing pickleball, kind of, it's not the playground, but so I think later today more people will be coming. I have to decide if I'm going to stay up for 2 more hours and do my small part to support this, or maybe take a nap and come back and see what happens for the final moment. But like I said, the 5-minute breaks, you have to have 3 witnesses the whole time. And then the total amount of breaks, whatever they do, has to be made up. So are they going to play for 25 hours and 45 minutes? I think they're probably closer to 26 total hours in order to get that 24-hour Guinness record. Now, fun fact, I want to give a special shout out to somebody else. We posted about this the other day, and Lisa Ford, F-O-O-R-D, who said hey, I played for 24 hours, get this, 7 years ago, before most people in the world even knew about pickleball. She was using pickleball to raise money. She did it as a charity, as a benefit to raise money. She played for 24 hours. So thank you, Lisa. Maybe you were the one who set the unofficial world record. I don't know if you're ever going to watch this, Lisa, but I think it's cool that somebody chose to do something extraordinary. So whoever you are, wherever you are, if anybody sees this, do something extraordinary with pickleball. Feed the homeless. Find shelter for people. There's people doing stuff with Susan G. Komen cancer. There's people doing stuff with Parkinson's. Pickleball can be used for so much good, in addition to the good that it already does for health and community and friendship. But these people over there, they're trying to share to the world. And like I said, here we are in Glendale, California, going live to document history. So that's it for now. Like I said, shout out, thank you to the Spanish Association. Thank you to Sebra, RAQ-TV, I think AXA Insurance, and all the volunteers and people out there. And wherever you are, whoever you are, until next time, keep on playing. It's Rusty from Pickleball Channel. Take care.